This video gives you directions on printing on the Garth Campus. You have two options depending on whether you have a Windows PC that's a member of the domain or you have a Mac or a Windows PC that is not a member of the domain. If you've chosen to join your Windows PC to the domain, you're going to be able to install Windows drivers and access the printers from within your applications. In order to install the drivers for any printer that you're going to want to use, you'll go to your Start menu, and then from your Run menu, you type \\\. It's the one that faces to the left. It's underneath your backspace. So \\\, DC serve, that's DCSERV _02. From here, this will open up with a series of printers that you have access to. They're named after their location. So you can see there's Mrs. Abrams' class, there's Mr. Green's classroom, there's the chemistry classroom, and so on. So what you'll do is find the printer that you want to print to. So let's say I'm going to need to use Mr. Cobb's classroom, and you just double click that. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to install the driver for me, so that means that my computer will know how to talk to that printer. Now you do have to be on campus in order for this to work, and of course you'll need to be on campus connected to the wireless network to print to any of these printers. Generally you want to avoid printing to classroom printers unless you're in that classroom. The better options when you're out of the classroom would be to print to the library location, the upper school library student printer, or to the tech office printer. Both of those are available whenever you need them, although the library copier is a much bigger and much faster printer than what you'll find in the tech office. You can see this is now installed the driver for me, and from any application I can go in and print to Mr. Cobb's printer. What you would do is in the file that you're working with, so we'll look at Word as an example. You've typed out your document. You'll just go to File, to Print. And it's important that you understand, number one, how many copies you're printing. The default is to print just one, and then to which printer your job will be sent. So in this case, the default printer for me is the first 4 copier, but your default printer would be the first one you've installed. You can always go in and choose from this drop-down menu of available printers. Now this will look a little bit different depending on the application that you're in, but you'll always go to File to Print to be able to actually do that print job, whether you're in Word or you're in Excel or you're in even your math software. You're still going to go to File to print each time. Now that process is a little bit different if you've chosen to go with a Mac or you've chosen not to manage your computer through the Active Directory domain. What you'll need to do then is make use of PaperCut. Now there are detailed directions attached to this lesson that describe how PaperCut works. I'd like you to read through that. So there are some limitations working with PaperCut. First, you can only print the Office files and PDFs. So if you're working with something that doesn't fit into those limitations, the best bet is to just print it to a PDF. We can help you with that if you have questions about that. But do keep in mind, although you can print, you can't print everything when you're working with PaperCut. So as part of this assignment, you'll also need to go through and read those detailed directions on how to interact with PaperCut.